All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechach, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone citations to all Akim out there pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. All right, I'm the brother Shamar Moth from Great Millstone, Miami, coming to Yakim with another quick lesson. And Lord's will this lesson be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. All right. I want to go into the book of 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, man, because this morning and also last night, the Spirit was on me and I was meditating upon this precept, man, where it speaks about how the path is so narrow and there's deep water on one side and fire on the other side. All right, and as it was more prevalent in my mind, the Spirit was just like, put it on wax. So, I hope to do so today, right now. All right, so 2nd Ezra 7:1, it says, and when I heard, Salaki, and when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights before. All right, and this is Ezra speaking. All right, so when you go into this book, all right, 1st and 2nd Ezra, well, 2nd Ezra in particular, okay, Ezra was made to sit outside of the city, man, so that way the Heavenly Father could give him revelations, all right, and prophecies on what would happen in the future, man, all right, and different parables and dark sayings, all right, that would be given to him, so that way he could write down, and so we could have today, man. All right, so in verse 2 it says, and he said unto me, Up, Ezra, hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great, Salakia. Verse 4. But put the case, the entrance were narrow. Verse 4 again, it says, but put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river, who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it. If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? All right, and this is a metaphor, man, that's being spoken, all right, to Ezra, man, all right, because here it is. We're trying to make it to the kingdom, man. All right. But to get to the kingdom, we have to go through this straight gate, okay? This position of difficulty that we're in. All right. To be public enemy number one. All right. To deny ourselves. All right. And deny the flesh. Okay. All of these things are what it takes, okay, to basically pilot this narrow river to get to the wide, man, to get to the kingdom. All right, as the scriptures tell us in Matthew, all right, it says, enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is, matter of fact, let me get it real quick. I believe it's Matthew 7. Let's see. Yep, Matthew 7:13, it says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat. All right. So here it is, to get to the kingdom, we got to go through this position of difficulty, man, through this narrow way, man, through this straight. Okay. Having your family disown you, that's a hard thing to have to eat, but guess what? We got to eat it up, man. If that's what it takes for us to make it to the kingdom, for us to be able to be granted, all right, entrance into rest, to live with Yahweh Shai, all right, to be part of the first fruit, then we have to take it, man. Okay. Remember, going back to that metaphor and that parable that's being spoken to Ezra that we're reading in 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. All right, If you look at it in the physical sense, okay, there are a lot of seas out there, great bodies of water, deep and vast, all right? But guess what? There are certain countries who have waterways, and for them to actually be able to access those big seas, all right, they have to navigate, all right, or send captains on ships to navigate through those tough terrains, man. And guess what it takes? It takes skill, it takes patience, all right? It takes motivation, determination, all right? And ultimately, it takes a drive, man, a will, all right? So if your mind is not aligned right to want to make it to the kingdom, guess what? A lot of dudes end up leaving and going through the broad way, man, all right? Putting the truth to the side to go get the fulfillment that they want now, man, instead of waiting for Yahweh Shai to return and deliver them and bring them that fulfillment that they need, whether it be a family. There are a lot of individuals, all right, who put down this truth, all right, for family's sake, all right? But here it is. When Yahweh Shai returns, he's coming to get a blessed family, man, full of children, all right, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandparents, okay, and even friends of family, man. All right, and these family members that Yahweh Shai is going to deliver are the true family, man, are real. All right, as compared to these people out here, it's fake, okay? But a lot of individuals don't want to have to go through this little bit of pain and suffering of having to deal with just themselves or the brotherhood or whatever the Lord put in front of them, all right, until Yahweh Shai returns to give them that what they desire, which is a family, man. All right, some people is riches, all right. Hey, man, going through the Strait gate is going to prove to be very, very profitable when Yahweh Shai returns if we be part of that elect. Because why, man? Being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai is going to bring the riches of the world, man. All right, in righteousness, all right, true gold, real wealth, which is what? Gold, silver, land, cattle, and slaves, man. All right. But there's a lot of individuals who would rather go through the wide gate, man. All right, who would rather bend over, compromise their integrity, take the bag now. All right, instead of having to, again, suffer for a little moment, man. Okay. Verse 14, it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. All right. And that straight and narrow way that leadeth unto life is Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, this truth, man. All right. Which when you understand this truth teaches us sacrifice. It teaches us patience. It teaches us denying ourselves, man. All right. It teaches us to be dead to the world and to live in Yahweh Shai, because our lives are hid in Yahweh Shai if you have the right mind. Okay. And that's going to lead to life. Okay. All these individuals that forsook the straight gate to go through the broad way, you know what's coming for them? Death. All right. When there's no food in the stores, no water coming out the taps, those that went the broad way, all right, those individuals are going to starve. They're going to be thirsty. Apparitions are going to chase them. The animals are going to attack them. But as for us, Lord, will we be part of that elect, and we're going through this straight and narrow, all right, the Lord is going to reward us, man. All right, and we're going to be taken care of. Okay, it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. All right, only few people are going to find the straight gate, man. All right, because why? It's going to be the elect. And like I mentioned earlier, okay, about that analogy or that metaphor, okay, well, no, I believe that would be considered an analogy, all right, that was being spoken to Ezra, all right, about the sea and the narrow river, All right, not everybody could get onto a ship and pilot that ship through those narrow rivers. All right, through those narrow bodies of water. Look up what a strait is. Matter of fact, I'll do it. Hold on. Okay, strait in the Google definition, simple definition, a narrow passage of water connecting two seas or two other large areas of water. All right, and when you look at a strait, okay, a lot of people, all right, a lot of captains, all right, even there may be even captains that are afraid, all right, that don't have enough willpower, they don't have enough determination, okay, all right, to go through those straits. All right, that's where the line ends for them, so to say. They'll traverse any other body of water, but to go through a strait, they won't do it. All right, there's only a handful of captains who have enough skill, who have enough experience, all right, who have enough willpower, who have enough determination to take on that strait, knowing the dangers that could be there, but yet going through it with confidence, man. And at the end, they're the ones who, you know, be held. They are held as being the captain of the seas, so to say, man. Because, like we're reading in Ezra, man. All right, if you don't go through that strait, how can you be able to get to the deep? All right, and see what's out there, man. Okay. Back at 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, in the 3rd verse, it says, "And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?" All right, so if we want to be able to make it to the kingdom, we got to go through the straight gate, man. All right, and again, the straight gate encompasses a lot of things, man. One of them is the proper understanding of the scriptures and the proper breakdown, man. All right, knowing the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, denying ourselves, okay, sacrificing, being patient, all right, being dead to this world, okay. All of that encompasses going through the straight gate, man. Verse 6, it says, "There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left hand deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once." Okay, and that's the way to this truth, man. That's the way in this truth to the kingdom, man. That's why the scriptures say that let every man work out their own salvation with fear and trembling, man. All right, it's so narrow, only one could go in at a time, man. All right, you can't look to somebody else to give you the confidence in the faith that you need to make it, man. You gotta get it on your own, so to say. Scriptures even tell you that, has thy faith, have it to yourself, roughly paraphrase, man. Okay. All right. Verse 8, it says, "And only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance," which the kingdom is given to us for an inheritance, right? If he never shall pass the dangers set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So how can we receive the kingdom if we don't go through the straight gate, man? All right, it's impossible. All right, it's impossible. You cannot sneak in no other way, man. There's only one way. All right, and it's through Yahweh Shai, man. All right, So, Lord's will, this was edifying. That's really what I wanted to say, man. Get off my chest. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rechakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all Akim out there pushing His truth and all truth with sincerity diligently throughout the four corners, man. Lord's will, this lesson was edifying, and with that, shalom.